We've got two really good deals tonight. Our very first one is from a CFRI member who's been a member about 2 years, and what he's doing is a mobile home deal. I don't know if many of you are familiar with some of these. Anybody heard of Lonnie Scruggs, who wrote the book on mobile homes? He always says, "You never let the postman leave your neighborhood without putting a check." He calls them little ATM boxes. So Sergey's going to show us about how this ended up being a little ATM for him. Ready?
Yes. Hello everybody, I'm back. So my name is Sergey Garbar, like I mentioned before. So here's a little Lonnie's Croc deal. I have 7 minutes, so I will be short. So it's a mobile home that I found in a park. It's a 55 and older park. It's located in Orlando, Florida. So the park manager mentioned about the deal down the street. So every time I drive through the park, I try to take the different roads. So I went there, I take a look on this 1980 wide, double wide, 2-bedroom, 2-bath home. We talked to the buyer and to the seller, and I realized that they are not ready to sell it for cheap enough. So I end up getting the option on that deal. But when I drove to that home, I actually saw one of the for sale by owner signs with when the letters are kind of already hard to see them. So I end up knocking in the door and I introduced myself. So I asked the gentleman what is he's looking to get for the home, how long he's been trying to sell it, and so forth. So the option deal I got for $9,000, the option, and I realized I can sell it for about 12, and I thought that's not bad. So when I went to this home, it's a similar home, 2-bedroom, 2-bath on the same street, two homes over. And he said $5,000. I said, okay, not bad. I just got one for 9 as an option. And I said, okay, so let's get, let's okay the paperwork so I can get my inspection done and whatnot. He said, no. You either buy it or not. I said, well, that sounds good. Do you ever buy the car without, test driving it? I need to do an inspection to see what kind of deal it is. He said, okay, do your inspection. So I called inspector Brian Sullivan, and he actually been able to come down like 3 hours later. So he came over, we take a look, we went on the roof, we went underneath, everything looks good. So I sit with the seller on the table and I go through cost of sale guidelines. That's something I learned from my mentoring program. So, I explained the guy that, it's gonna take you a few months to sell, he haven't had any offers, and the nice thing about it that it smelled, the home smelled like money. The guy's the older guy, he have a dog and a cat. And the dog is never trained for the house and it smelled like never went outside. So, it's a strong smell and I'm like, yeah baby, it's coming. So, and I asked him, why do you think, you never had an offer? He's like, oh, I don't know, people not in the mood of buying, but he cannot smell it because he lives there. So, so I said, maybe I know, but okay, I gotta buy it, nobody wants to buy it. So, we went through the cost of sale and I got it for $2,500. He started somewhere in $8,000 to $10,000 range, and it been 4 months down the road or something. He wants to move closer to his son. So, this lot rent, which is $500, is quite high. And I guess he wants to live for free with his son. So, what happened is that the seller needs a couple weeks to locate his, to move his stuff and, get okay with the son or something like that. So, what I did, I actually start marketing that other deal with option because they're alike. So when he moved out 2 weeks after, I cleaned it up, did some paint and get the carpet out so there's less smell. And locate the buyer that actually got interested in the other home, that option one. So when I fixed this home, she came over, she take a look on it, she liked it. My asking price was $11,900 for the home. So, but she doesn't have a cash. I start talking to her and she mentioned that, she might be interested to do the financing, and she actually, having good job and receiving about $5,000 a month. So I did my homework, check her out, and on the sales side, I structure it with $2,000 down, and instead of charging the interest rate, I just charge flat $1,000 for financing. Are we okay on time? 16 seconds, okay. Yeah, I know, before 5 and then 2 minutes afterwards. Okay. So she gave me $2,000 down, and also she's going to pay me 20 payments, and we kind of break them up. It's going to be $700 for first 5 months, and then she's going to pay like $500, and then it's going to go down to 4. But so it's kind of like a Lonnie deal. He usually gets a little less down and charges interest rather than flat rate like I did. So let me just go through the notes. So why I like this deal is that it's easy in and out, less money out of pocket, and I'm getting all my money back, within pretty much 6 months, with a down payment and those $700 payment for 5 months. Yes, the mobile homes are a little bit different. It's a personal property, it's not real estate, because it's in a park, it's on a leased land. So in the state of Florida, in order to sell mobile home for a profit, you have to be a licensed dealer, which I am. There is a way to sell them, but you got to be very careful with this, mobile homes. Any other questions, by the way? About $2,500. So I purchased for $25. I spent about $25 on repairs, and I had to pay 1 month of lot rent, which is $500, and some utilities. So I was in a deal for about $565. Exactly, yes.
The question was, did the tenants have to be approved by the park?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Every tenant have to go through the background check and credit check.
How much is the lease for the lot every month that they have to pay?
It's a $500.
$500.
Yes. So it's quite high. It's maybe good, maybe bad, but it's good on my end because people get motivated very quick with those mobile homes. I mean, it's a $2,500 transaction, and you have to pay $500 every month. So the people get motivated like this guy very quick.
When the deal's over, how much are you going to net at the end of the day?
I'm gonna net about $7,000.
Okay.
So it's about 80% yield on my money over 20 payments.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find your way to the first house? I couldn't share that. You said you went to the first house. How did you find your way to the first house?
Yeah, through the park manager. So park manager. So I went to the park management first, introduced myself, so they know what I do, and I want to make sure that they're good with what I do in the park.
Evict the mice.
How hard was it? What?
To evict the mice.
Evict the mice.
And the fleas.
Yeah, the fleas. No, it was just the smell. Fleas. That wasn't another deal, but this. But something I learned with these mobile homes, it's exactly the same principles as with real estate. It's just smaller scale. That's about it. So I use same techniques when I negotiate. I use same techniques pretty much when I buy, when I sell. When I sell it, I structure the deal, and so that was pretty good. Same deal like with the houses, Craigslist, Postlets, Trulia, Zillow, all 9 yards. Buyer? I think the Craigslist. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Was there one more question? We've got time for one more. That's it.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's the same procedure, yes. You got to go through the class, you got to be bonded, have an office, showroom.
Sergey did a good job, huh? All right.
Thank you very much.